And now, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes.
Hey, welcome to the show. Thanks for spending some time with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, always helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, investing. Of course, we would love to talk to you. And we have our friend, attorney Frank Miranda, in studio with us. Frank Charles Miranda, PA, local real estate attorney. He's a litigator as well, and he also owns a firm representing athletes, management firm representing athletes going into the NFL for Life Management. We're going to talk with him. We also have Adam here as well from Target Surveying, and we're going to talk with Shane Socash as well from Shane Socash representing David Reynolds Jewelry Coin coming up here later on the program. Quick shout out to our friends over at Brio Tuscan Grill, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Brio Tuscan Grill, International Plaza Mall. Delicious food, wonderful ambiance, and a very friendly staff. Say hello to Chef Oscar Ramirez. Let him know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, a couple of hot listings. We'll jump right into it here. We like to feature all of our new listings live on air. These are brand new listings we just took just a couple days ago. This one's 15104 Blue Bay Terrace, Bradenton, Florida. Gorgeous property. This is Lakewood Ranch. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 3-car garage, 2439 square feet. You have an oversized fenced corner lot, move-in ready. Great opportunity to own real estate. Gorgeous home. You got to check out this beautiful home. You got a pool, spa package there. Great opportunity to own real estate. Lighter color kitchen cabinetry. People really love that. I love that floor plan. Just a gorgeous home. Resort-style amenity center as well. And you're a short drive to Anna Maria Island, Sarasota, St. Pete, and Tampa, of course. Check out 15104 Blue Bay Terrace, Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Beautiful listing from Doug on the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. 7200 Ulmerton Road. Number E3. This one's in Largo. Beautiful property. Brand new to the market. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-spot carport. You have 1,035 square feet. It's an updated condo with low HOA fees. You have a community pool, clubhouse, open concept. Beautiful property here. I love that stainless steel appliances, that lighter color kitchen cabinetry there. The quartz countertops there. You do have the dark wood in the kitchen. Looks beautiful. Great property. 7200 Ulmerton Road, number E3. And you can see all of our real estate listings at PlatinumMVPTeam.kw.com. All right. Yeah, good stuff happening. We got the latest real estate stats here, too. We're going to jump into that and talk about the market and things happening. But first, let's welcome in our guest, attorney Frank Miranda. Welcome in, sir.
Brandon, I want to thank you for having me back, but more importantly, you seem very refreshed for just having a newborn baby.
Yeah, buddy. You know, last night was actually the first night I got to sleep all the way through with minor interruptions. But, so my wife is a trooper, man. She's running our real estate business, overseeing our books and accounting, overseeing the staff. And I get to come in and do a radio show, man.
I mean, I tell you what.
You know?
I don't know what you got lucky, because I'll be honest, she needs a nanny. I mean, you look so refreshed.
We do.
I'm more tired than you are.
Well, you know, we do have our in-laws in town, so that's great. Very helpful. Rich and Linda doing a great job helping out with everything. And
shout out to them, huh? Rich and Linda.
Shout out to them. That's right, man. You know how the importance of family, you know, when you have these types of things happen at birth or even, you know, medical issues, things like that, family coming in and helping out, it means the world, man. It really does.
It's fantastic. You get to sleep. Good for you.
Yeah, I got a little bit of sleep last night, so yeah, I got a little bit more energy maybe today. But
spunky
man.
Today.
Yeah, things are good, you know, just real excited. I'm real happy, too, with the show, man. Our producers are kicking butt. We're up 800% on our views now on YouTube. So, yeah, a lot of positivity, man. So we're just trying to sharpen that saw, get better, improve every day.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, man.
No matter what you do.
Always. I love it. And give us a little overview about your companies and what you're doing. I know you got your legal practice, and you also have the exciting new NFL as well, representation of athletes.
I mean, the practice is knock on wood. It's been a word-of-mouth practice, just like you've built your business, and what most people, I think, that come on this show have built their business on. It's taking care of the person that is giving you the opportunity to represent them. And if you do a good job, you get rewarded for it. If you don't do a good job, then you have to be out there and you got to try and generate new leads from completely strange sources. And honestly, at the end of the day, when I know somebody calls my office and they want to come see me, it's not, they're not shopping me. It's to come sign up with me.
Yeah.
And it's something you earn, and it's hard to put into words, but I'm very fortunate that the phone still rings, and it rings a lot. And the other issue is, from a practicing standpoint, the court systems have really cracked down on trying to get rid of the access on cases that have been filed since COVID. The court system was shut down for, 8 or 9 months, and that backlog, we're feeling it bad now. And so there's not much time on my calendar to do what I really need to do. I have days coming up next week where I have 4 different hearings in 4 different places, and I have trials scheduled in 10 days, and another 1,000 or 6,000 documents to go through. And so, listen, being busy is a fortunate thing.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. So we're blessed, very blessed at the firm.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. FCMlaw.com, FCMlaw.com. Frank Miranda. And let's talk a little bit about real estate for a moment here, because we've got some good things happening. There's a bill out there that's being floated trying to eliminate no capital gains. So no more capital gains when you sell your home. That could be huge. That could be freeing up a lot of money. The affordability is a real factor I see that affects your police, your fire, your EMS, those types of folks, nurses. The affordability has been a struggle for a lot of people for a long time. So some of these cuts hopefully could benefit there and help.
Well, I mean, look, we talked about it before we came on air. Everybody wants tax breaks, right? But you got to match those with stop spending so much money. And where can we cut finances?
Yeah.
By the same token, you can't cut out teacher salary. You can't cut out state troopers. You can't cut out first responders.
Yep.
And those people deserve to make a fair living for what they do. I mean, those are those are professions you can't live without.
Those are huge. Yeah.
Right. You want to have the best as you can have in that neighborhood. So I think when you talk about government, if government just focus on what they're really supposed to do, and not worried about the fringe benefits and what fat they can put on there, and what type of other thing they need to build that they don't really need to build, or whatever the case may be. Just focus on the basics. Hey, we need running water, right? And what city in this state, much less the country, doesn't have pipes that are 100 years old,
right,
that are leaking everywhere, right?
Yeah.
What city in the country doesn't have a problem with runoff water from rain? I mean, God forbid, what happened in Texas a couple of weeks ago. That happens routinely. It just happened. Texas made the news because it was so awful and so many people passed away. But that's happening all the time in a lot of cities. I mean, you walk down New Orleans in the storming rain, and those streets are flooded forever.
That's such a
They've
low
never
place,
fixed that.
too. It's so low. Isn't it below sea level?
It is
Some
below
of that
sea
part?
level.
It's crazy.
It is. But, there's just so many things that we need to focus on that are priorities, and we don't make them priorities because we're buying other stuff. I mean, there's no reason why your pipes should leak. And every city's got that problem. It's not Tampa. It's not Miami. It's not Chicago. It's all over the place. It's just one of those deferred. I mean, we're just going to kick the can down the road until it busts, and we have to fix something. Yeah,
it's interesting. Let's take a look at the latest stats here. I got the latest stats from the Florida Realtor Magazine, and it's kind of interesting. Or actually, this is the Tampa Realtor Magazine. All right, so let's look at Hillsborough County. Closed sales up or down? What do you think? So we're down 16%
from last year?
From last year.
Yeah, that didn't surprise me at all.
Nope, that's the trend. June of 23, you had 1,655 closings in Hillsborough County, single-family homes. June of 24, that's 1,387. So it's down 16.2%. Median sale price of the home actually stayed pretty close. It's only a 2.4% change, $435,000. Median percent of list price received, 97.5%, very close to the 98.4% it was back in 23. Time to contract, 18 days in 23, 23 days in 24. So you look at inventory. Okay, is inventory up or down?
It's got to be up.
Got to be up, right? 4,148 properties on the market, active listings as of this printed paper, 2,569 back in 23. So it's up 61%. That's the big number, right? That's the big number. Inventory's up. So what does that mean? More options for buyers, right?
Yeah, it's a supply and demand, right? So there's a ton more supply, so you would think prices would start coming down. They should start coming down if they want to move their property.
Yeah. So then you get into the mindset of the seller. Hey, I'd rather take it off and wait, right? Or I'm going to rent it out. That's a fortunate position that sellers sometimes can be in is, hey, I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to rent it for another year and see where we're at in a year from now.
So here's the way to look at that stat in my mind. So is there so much more inventory because there's not enough buyers, or are people for some reason moving out of here?
Combination. I hear some people moving to South Georgia. It's a little bit more affordable up there. South Georgia, maybe the Carolinas. Some people are moving from South Florida, Central Florida to Northern Florida. So there's a combination. But then you also have insurances, another big factor, right? Taxes, which we talked about a little bit. Taxes going up in the state. So yeah, it's a combination of factors. Month's supply of inventory is a similar story. Let's see, condos, townhomes. That's a different game here. Condos are down 10% basically in closed sales. The month's supply of condos about 7.9% in Hillsborough County. So condos.
I wonder how much higher that is in Pinellas.
Yeah, Pinellas. Well, I do have them right here. Let's see. So I've got the Hillsborough and Pinellas stats. So condos in Pinellas, you're at a 7.9 month supply, and then Hillsborough, you are at a 5.3 month supply in Hillsborough.
And the reason I brought up Pinellas is simply the beaches, right? And so
Yep.
It just seems like insurance companies are going to gouge everyone in the world that has waterfront property or property near the water.
Right. And here's a big one too. This was out of Florida Realtor Magazine as well. Yeah, this is the latest issue. Realtor-supported condo law becomes law. A condo-related law supported by Florida realtors took effect on July 1. It improved condo document transparency and extends certain deadlines. So condo docs, you ever had a closing where the condo associations are kind of notorious for saying, oh, well, you got to go to this website, pay a fee, and then we'll give you access to these condo documents that you need to close. The underwriter needs to underwrite those. So they kind of hold them as hostage in a sense and say, yeah, pay our fee and then we'll get access to them, and they delay closing sometimes. But anyways, that's a little bit of a side note. But Governor DeSantis signed a condo minimum related Florida Realtors 2025 legislative priority into law on Monday, the 23rd. The bill, HB 913, includes document transparency changes championed by Florida Realtors and extends certain inspection deadlines that some said were driving up condo costs. During the bill signing press conference, DeSantis said laws were well-intentioned but could negatively impact affordability. There's that affordability that we keep talking about. There were a lot of folks that had a lot of concern about how some of these assessments were being done, whether people could even afford to even stay in their units, said the governor. The previous condominium reforms passed in 2022, 23, and 24 included requiring milestone inspections for older buildings, the structural integrity. So we've kind of heard about that. But yeah, essentially it's kind of scaling those back and saying, hey, we're not going to be as stringent on those and causing those HOA fees to go up.
HOA fees are crazy high.
Yep.
Crazy high. So if you go on the beach, I bet you can't find more than 10% of the HOAs that charge under $1,000 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to find one that charges less than $1,000 a month.
Now, I don't mind paying $1,000 a month if I'm buying a condo. It's a nice pool, a nice common area maintenance that covers your roof, right? I mean, so you think about what's in that $1,000. That's the difference. Now, if you have some that does not have a nice pool area, they've got very minimal, outbuildings or structures to take care of. What is that $1,000 for, right?
Right. Shouldn't that cover part of the insurance for the building?
Right. Yeah, your external building and your roof. Yep.
And so, I like listen, it's great because I've dealt with some condo docs, and certainly my firm is we do title closings all the time, and that's part of our practice. The problem is we've come across HOAs that if they want $350, $400 for pieces of paper that the owner has. Those are his copies.
They should have a copy.
It's a ripoff.
Yep,
it's a complete ripoff. So hopefully it addresses those fees because that's absurd.
Yeah, it's a money grab. Yeah,
and then they can play games with you and not give you documents for days, which affects closing on a contract in a timely basis potentially. So
yeah, could cost
we've
the rate
certainly
lock.
had issues, and everyone who's ever been in the business had issues getting condo docs. So hopefully it addresses that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them do something about insurance.
Yeah.
What percentage of someone's income today has increased? Let's go back 5 years. For the last 5 years, what's the increase in what
Right.
you've had to pay in insurance?
Right. I mean, that would be the question too, because it's before COVID, right?
And it's all of them, right? It's health, it's auto, and it's property.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Are you now paying 25% of your income for insurance?
Exactly.
That would seem pretty.
Yeah.
That wouldn't shock me. That number.
And you still got premiums. You still got the copays. You got all that high deductibles in some cases. Insurance, man, that's a tough one.
If you read insurance policy,
right,
it excludes more than it covers.
Dog bites.
It excludes
used to cover
more
dog bites. Now
than
you
it
dog
covers.
bite somebody, you're not getting covered.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're because they know the ways out and they know what to look for, and they're all about profit. Tough.
It is tough.
Quick break, right back. More with attorney Frank Miranda, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team. Follow us online. Hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're putting out some really cool short content now. People really love that. We're up 800% now in our views. Check out our YouTube channel, Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify, or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Did you know that we buy houses cash? We can close quickly for a all-cash offer on your real estate properties, residential, commercial, even vacant land. We'll buy your property cash. No cleanings, no showings, and no hassles. You can even possibly stay in your home post-closing. Call Brandon at 813-917-1894. Submit the email at consumerqb.com or call 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. We buy houses cash and fast. Attention business owners. Did you know we have 100% financing options available? Our no money down program offers 100% financing for business owners. If you are currently leasing your commercial space, you can purchase real estate for no money down. Additionally, the program offers money for working capital, equipment, and business fixtures. You can even pay off current business debt. Reach out at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. Rimes at kw.com. And that is our 100% financing, no money down program for business owners. We would love to help you buying, selling, or investing in real estate. 813-917-1894. Rimes at kw.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, the official Pinellas County restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Say hello to Doug Clark, chef and owner Doug Clark, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance. Say hello to our friend Doug Clark. If you're facing an insurance claim, don't just trust the insurance company to have your best interests at heart. This is Brandon Rimes, Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out to rightwaypa.com, our friend Derek Coble at rightwaypa.com. Looking to level up your sales game? With 20 plus years of coaching experience spanning across several industries, Lindsay Rimes helps everyone from entry-level reps to seasoned business owners boost sales, improve work-life balance, and retain top talent with customized options catered to personal, group, or corporate settings. Brandon and Lindsay Rimes offer training on negotiation strategy, business development, and more. Let's grow your business together. Call 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Submit an email at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rimes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, in studio with attorney Frank Miranda. Talk a little real estate, talking some law, but we're going to talk a little NFL. He has a firm where he's representing NFL athletes as well for Life Management. We're going to talk with Frank here more in just a moment. A couple of hot listings. We'll jump right into it. 3308 Landing Place Palm Harbor. Beautiful property. This one is in Cobb's Landing. Beautiful neighborhood, high-end luxury neighborhood. 3 bedrooms plus an office, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage, 3,000 plus square feet, over a third of an acre. You have a private pool with outdoor entertainment area, private marina, boat slips, and ramp to Lake Tarpon. Gated tennis and basketball courts, waterfront park, playground, and scenic trails. Check out this beautiful listing at 3308 Landing Place, Palm Harbor, Florida. Another one of our beautiful real estate listings. 2547 Lexington Oak Drive, Brandon, Florida. This is a gorgeous townhouse, beautiful property, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1-car garage, 1917 square feet, new flooring and fresh carpet throughout. All bedrooms have remodeled en-suites as well. Large community pool, gated community, one of the best priced properties in Brandon, Florida. Owner motivated. Bring some offers to us. 2547 Lexington Oak Drive, Brandon, Florida. And if you're buying, selling, investing, or refinancing, we would love to talk to you. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, Frank Miranda in the house. And Frank, I love talking a little NFL. You know, we're looking to be on the sideline this year. Producer Todd and I are working on that, finishing that up with the Bucks. But yeah, man, it's what an exciting business you got going there, representing athletes. That's cool.
I wanted to say one thing. Just be careful what you wish for, because if you get on the sideline, and the Bucks don't play well, we're going to blame you.
Okay.
That's like bad juju. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, I might have to put the shoulder pads on one more time, man. What do you think?
When you get up there and you see these guys play and you see how big they are and how fast they are, and from the field and on television, you're like, oh, my God, that guy's wide open. I mean,
exactly.
It's not wide open when you're on the sideline. It's like inches.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Maybe half a foot. You're like, wow, that guy's not open.
Yeah.
It's incredible how good they are and how fast they are and really how brilliant they are, because you'll be able to hear from the sidelines all the checks.
Yeah.
And there's a check on every play. I mean, most offenses nowadays will show up in the NFL, they'll have 3 play calls.
Right.
And then they'll check out, and then the defense checks out, and there's a lot of communication going on. And then in the blink of an eye, those guys are off and running.
Chess match.
It's incredible because you're watching the 1% of college football players.
That's right.
What's
the percentage of these high school athletes? Yeah, that was my question. Percentage of high school athletes to make it to college and then to pro. Yeah.
Oh, it's
less than 1%.
Oh, well, less than 1%.
Yeah. But these guys, they just have it in their mind. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it. And that's great. I'd love to have.
I mean, it's 1% of college athletes, of college football players.
Okay, that's what the stat was. Yeah. What do you think about the new rules, NIL, kind of a thing of the past now? It's all, they can pay them directly and all that good stuff.
NIL has some good things to it and some bad things to it. Obviously, it's terrible when a team invests money in someone and they go off and they leave. It makes so much money, though. They've made so much money off these athletes for a long time. I can see why it came about.
Yep.
But now we're going back to probably the 1960s and 70s, where bags of money were just handed to people to come play, and now it's just out in the open.
Yeah.
And there's something probably that's inherently not traditional American about that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same token, it is a job. Those young men that go to college and play for a Power 5 school, now it's a Power 4 school.
Yep.
They are going to schedule you from 7 in the morning till 7 at night, and they own you. They really do own you. And, and you have very, very little time off. And it's a job. It really is a job when you're talking about major college football.
Sure.
So I think you're going to see something like a salary cap implemented. I think
it needs to be fair.
I think it needs to be fair, and I think you're going to see a cap of kids coming in from high school into college.
Yeah.
Just like a rookie cap.
Yeah.
Because they haven't proven themselves, and there's a lot of 5-star and 4-star athletes that unfortunately just don't perform to the level that they're going to get paid at.
Overrated. They came from a big school.
Well, it's a lot of things. It's a more complex system. It's so much thrown at them so quickly they can't. It's hard to handle.
It really is.
Sometimes it's coaching. Sometimes the best coaching isn't there.
Frank Miranda. I wish we had more time. Check him out online, folks. FCMlaw.com. Frank Charles Miranda Law.com. FCMlaw.com. Frank, thanks for coming in.
Hey, great seeing you again.
All right, coming up, Adam Meistrich, Target Surveying. Quick break, right back.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Always helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, investing, or refinancing. Yes, I have my mortgage license as well. A lot of good things happening around the show and the real estate team and our mortgage company as well. As part of our show, we feature all of our listings on air. Strategy works. It helps us sell faster for more money with less headaches, and we like to feature our properties. 9594 Southeast Merricamp Road. We got a great opportunity for a commercial building. The business is for sale. The land is for sale. 5,725 square feet. You have an acre of land. Thriving hardware store up in Ocala, Florida. Multiple income streams. Seller financing available with a strong down payment. And you have a lot of income coming in here. 5,725 square feet, 9594 Southeast Merricamp Road. One of our commercial listings. Great opportunity for a commercial business to purchase there. 4798 Indigo Road, Groveland, Florida. This one's up in Groveland. Great location. I mean, you're halfway to Orlando. You're close to Tampa still. 42 acres of land. You have a structure there as well, a small home that's 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Ideal for a residence or maybe a temporary base during development. Great opportunity to buy real estate there. You can see all of our properties. And if you're buying, selling, investing, or refinancing, we would love to talk to you. You can see all of our listings, Platinum MVP Team.kw.com. That's right. Shout out to our veterans out there. 100% financing for all the vets. We do offer discounts for veterans, first responders, teachers, nurses, seniors as well. And there's some really cool loan programs out there. We call it a gratitude mortgage. We have a down payment as low as 1% for first responders, teachers, nurses, seniors. You got no mortgage insurance. Loan amounts up to $800,000. You got 7 and 10-year ARM products available, cash back with some of these programs. Also through our commercial division of U.S. Commercial and Business Capital, you get 100% financing for business owners out there. A lot of great opportunities. Let's welcome in our next guest. We got Adam Meistrich. Welcome in, sir.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. Appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Absolutely. Target surveying. Tell us a little about what, just let's start with the basics. A lot of times, what's a survey?
Yeah, sure. So general survey is going to be just showing you the boundaries of the property that you're looking to own. Elevation certificates are also kind of getting more frequently asked just because that shows obviously the elevation of the property, but that's mostly important for flood insurance, which with the last couple of years, more and more people are getting concerned with that. So but people don't always realize how important it is to actually know your exact boundary. I've come into some interesting problems that people have had by passing on a survey and buying a piece of property, not realizing that they don't have road access, or I've come into contact with someone who they bought a piece of property to find out that their neighbor had put a horse farm on their property.
Oh wow!
But according to an inaccurate survey, they had no idea for years. So
you get disputes.
Yeah, a lot of disputes. I mean, fences are the number one thing. The horse farm was just more interesting.
That is, yeah. I got a scenario too with an off-market property. It's about 14 acres, and it's got a home on it on a lake, and it's a great location. By the way, if there's any restaurant owners or breweries, preferably the owner wants to put a brewery on it, great location in Tampa off of Del Mabry. Kind of a pocket listing. Reach out to the show if you have a friend that's a brewery or restaurant owner that wants to grow and build a new location right off of Del Mabry. Great location. Reach out to the show. We'd love to talk to you about that. But yeah, so the next step is, hey, we got to separate this parcel. We contacted Ricardo, got that going, and excited about that. There's a lot of news in real estate too. I just wanted to jump through some of the latest. When I hear the feedback from our audience, they like that we keep in touch with the laws, the news, what's the latest things happening. So recently in Florida, we had elimination of Florida's business rent tax. That's pretty big. That includes elimination of the business rent tax, which represents $900 million in tax relief for businesses throughout the state. Hey, let's free up the capital. Let's let business owners do what they want to do with that capital. Maybe they're going to hire more people. Maybe they invest in more buildings, more locations. Maybe they buy more, tow trucks or whatever it is for their business, investing in their business. We have more money funded for Hometown Heroes. That's another big one, $50 million in the pot. That goes really fast, though. It came out just recently in July 1. So that money goes fast for Hometown Heroes. Down payment assistance programs available. Reach out to the show. Again, we'll help you, we'll guide you, we'll coach you through that. You have My Safe Florida Home Program gets more funding. That's Senate Bill 2500, $280 million in new funding for essentially what that program does. It helps Floridians protect their homes against storms and reduce their insurance premiums. So kind of hardening your home in a sense. You have $385 million for state and local affordable housing programs. Again, there's money out there, folks. A lot of people don't realize it. This one's called SHIP program, State Housing Initiative Partnership for down payment and closing cost assistance, and $221 million for state apartment incentive loan programs, which helps build affordable housing. So those are just a few of the programs that have been recently enacted. There's also this new push now from Marjorie Taylor Greene on this no more capital gains when you sell your home. Under this bold new bill from MTG, middle-class families could finally stop being punished for building the American dreams. There's a quote here. It says, families work hard, build equity, and then sell their homes. They shouldn't be punished with a massive tax bill. So, exactly. You see that so many times, Adam. You have, here the example would be, hey, look, there's a grandparents, grandfather, grandmother now. They've had their home. They've lived in their home for 35 years, right? They bought it in the 60s or 70s, right? They've lived in that home. They built up all this equity. Now, when they go to sell it, why? And by the way, they're paying taxes every year.
Right. I know.
You're paying property taxes
every year.
Yeah, you're paying taxes every year, and then you pay a big tax when you sell it, and you make a little profit on it. Now the flip side of that was Kamala Harris. Guess what she was going to do? She was wanting to tax the unrealized capital gains. So even on paper, if your home is worth $1 million, you owe $500,000. Well, there's a $500,000 tax bill sitting there. So anybody that thinking along those lines, you got to try to educate them on how that's not fair. It's not free. It's not you're taxing people to death in a sense. So I'm glad to see a lot of this DOGE, a lot of this activity of finding waste, fraud, and abuse and cutting it back. What's your thoughts generally around that?
Yeah, I mean, anything we can help out, financially speaking, for people selling their homes and people looking to get into homes. I mean, as you were talking about before, price point has been a big factor. Obviously after COVID, things skyrocketed. That's not news to anybody anymore. But, I'm actually starting to hear more and more that sellers are actually having to come to the table with cash to close. And, that's tax cut could potentially help them actually even make anything.
Yeah.
I've heard as high as just yesterday, somebody told me one of their customers had to come with $60,000 cash to close.
Jeez.
So it's becoming a more common thing because people aren't able to sell. Things stopped increasing in price so quickly.
Yeah.
So people who bought at the high or were hoping interest rates were going to come down, which didn't really happen.
Yep.
Are now looking to downsize or potentially get out.
Yeah.
But some are finding it that if they do sell it at the price they can sell it for, they're not making money. They actually are still going to be out of pocket. So
yeah, that's terrible. Man.
Any financial release we can give to people.
Yep, bringing more money to the table. This is Brandon Rimes here. We're talking with Adam from Target Surveying here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, targetsurveying.net. Here's an interesting tweet from DeSantis. Because it's right along the lines of this Doge, right? You got the federal Doge with Elon and those guys. Elon's out, I guess, now, but there was, all this money found being fraud and waste and abuse and misappropriated USAID and all these different things. Now we're looking at it on Florida. So you look at the city of Gainesville has hiked taxes on property owners by over 85% in the last 4 years, while the city budget has expanded nearly $90 million per year. A staggering increase that far outpaces population growth. Despite our Doge team's request, the city has failed to explain or justify this spending. Gainesville taxpayers deserve better from their local government. Our Doge team, with support of Florida CFO Blaise Ignolia, will be coming to Gainesville to review their spending processes. transparency is no longer optional. I love that.
I do.
You know, it's the accountability. There's got to be somebody, getting preferential treatment or getting some kind of a city contract that they shouldn't have got, or maybe their cousin owns the company, they're getting a kickback. Let's root all that out, right?
Right. I mean, well, we've always dealt with that to a certain degree, but it's become, I don't know, more and more obvious maybe over the last couple of years that.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I always heard about government waste even since I was a little kid. I'm sure this is nothing new, but it's nice to actually hope that something can be done to stem the bleeding at least a bit.
Sure.
Show some, show actually what our taxpayer dollars are going towards.
Yep.
And not be surprised 5 years down the road, like, oh my God, we were funding what?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I don't see how anybody would have an issue of knowing what their taxpayer dollars going for and whether or not they agree with it. So,
transparency, that's all we're looking for, and that's it's another 80-20 topic. Yeah, absolutely. Blaze or Adam, thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, no problem at all.
Adam Meistrich, Target Surveying, y'all say hello to him at targetsurveying.net and his team, Ricardo, the whole team. They do such a great job. All right, quick break, right back. We're going to talk with Shane Socash, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. He is a wealth of information on precious metals, jewelry design, diamonds, and more coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online. We'd love to connect with you at Brandon Rimes 1 at CQB Show. And please subscribe to our Rumble and YouTube channel. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rimes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rimes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, always helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, investing. Of course, we would love to talk to you. And by the way, let me brag on Keller Williams a little bit. Number one real estate company in the world. 11% market share in the United States. That's the highest of any residential franchise. We're the top brokerage by sales volume. Also leading Florida as well by leaps and bounds. Number one in sales volume in Florida. And it's also balanced dominance on both the buy side and the list side of the transaction. Total volume has surpassed $12 billion. You have 2024 performance, $370 billion in sales, 828,875 transaction sides. 145,042 agents nationwide. So we can help you in any state. We can refer out awesome agents across the globe, and we would love to work with you. A couple of hot listings. We'll jump right back into it here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We've got vacant land for sale. We've got commercial properties, residential properties. This is one of my favorite listings here at 17416 Magnolia Island Boulevard. This one's over in Claremont, Florida, close to Orlando. 5 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 half bath. You got a 2-car garage. 3121 square feet, acre of land, community, gated community with lake access. Now, this is rare. This is a rare gem at an excellent price. You have 17416 Magnolia Island Boulevard, Claremont, Florida. Cape Cod inspired architecture, beautiful property, pool and spa package there. Great opportunity to own real estate. Let's take a look at our next property, commercial listing here. How about 10129 Little Road, Newport Richey? This one is a commercial property currently operating as a chiropractor office, and this one is 2,337 square feet, lot size just over an acre, and you have over a dozen paid parking spaces, ADA-compliant entrance and ramp, and the owner is motivated. Got a new roof installed in 2020, functional lit monument sign for high visibility and promotion of your business. Great opportunity at 10129 Little Road, Newport Richey, Florida. Another one of our 45-plus listings. You can see all of our real estate properties at PlatinumMVPTeam.kw.com. All right, let's go to the phone line here. We got Shane Socash. He is the owner of David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. Shane Socash, welcome back, sir.
Hey, Brandon. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, my pleasure. And what's new in your world? What are you seeing out there?
Metals continue to go up. Silver is kind of inching towards $40 an ounce. We haven't seen that in a decade, if not decades. Gold is staying strong. We're seeing some movement in platinum and palladium. So we're doing lots of bullion sales and buying and lots of coins. With gold as high as it is, it's pretty much every little handful of gold is a couple $1,000, even if it's broken pieces, that type of thing. So that keeps us pretty busy.
Yeah, that's super awesome, man. People are really, kind of moving towards that gold mentality of just all the uncertainty out there. Stuff going on with tariffs. They don't understand Bitcoin. They don't really understand crypto. So they're like, hey, I know gold. I've heard about gold. I know gold. And it's really that foundational, for everybody should have a little bit of gold and silver, platinum, right?
So I feel that way. I've been here for 25 years, and I've watched, some of the wealthiest in our community and what they do, and it's, they have a little property, they have a little gold, they have a little silver, they have a little platinum, they have a business or two here or there, and it's like, they wait for the property to be, more valuable than they ever imagined, and they sell it, or they wait for gold to one day, be like, oh my God, that's tripled since I purchased it, and they sell it. So it's just kind of, they have their, the wealthy that I see kind of have several little, things that are just kind of simmering along.
Right. And you also have awesome jewelry design at your location there. You're able to help people create that really unique piece. I think it's really thoughtfulness when you can go in and design something. Maybe a loved one has an affinity towards, dolphin or whatever it might be, sea life. And you are able to design right there in your local Pinellas County studio. You're able to design, all types of unique pieces. Can you tell us about that a little bit more?
Yeah, so we basically have 5 full-time jewelers. We do everything from like CAD computer designing, where we're able to show you what it'll look like before we've made it, and then bring it completely to completion here in our store, to like ancient techniques of not ancient, but like hand engraving, the stuff from the 1800s. We do that as well. So it's like in everything in between.
Yeah, I love that, man. You gonna check out any Bucks games this year? Do you like to go to the games?
Oh man, you asked the wrong person football questions.
Oh, okay. I figured maybe as local, there's some news that just came out. Bucks offensive lineman suddenly retires. We got one of the Buccaneer players there. They lost their offensive tackle heading into the season. Now, the reason I'm excited is because we're going to be on the sideline. We have media passes, and we're going to be on the sideline for some of the games. So we're excited about that. And so if you just joined us, by the way, we're talking with Shane Socash here, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. He's the owner. He is a longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show. We talk a lot about supporting the local economy by supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show and all of our local area business owners that support our show. And of course, supporting the local economy is so key. Shane, talk a little bit about that and what it means for folks to support the local economy and where your location.
Absolutely, yeah. So, we have right now we have 16 employees here at David Reynolds, and these are folks that are in our community, and by your patronage of our store, these folks are able to support their families, and it's all kind of a cyclical thing, right? Yeah,
absolutely, man. Working to support that local economy, there's nothing like it. It's really small businesses that are the heartbeat of this country, and when you think about our show and the partners we have great construction company that we work with, Jason Avery Construction. We've got tech expert contributors. We've got aviation covered, auto industry covered, of course, real estate, mortgage, title, legal. So many different ways we help people locally. And I think that's the key, is just, trying to support companies that are local in this world of Amazons and these monstrous, behemoth-sized companies. Supporting local companies instead of buying it on the internet, buy it local. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. You're right there on Central Ave in Pinellas. Is that right?
That's exactly right. Since 1981, on the corner of 40th Street and Central Avenue.
Yeah, great location and nothing but positive feedback. I tell you, we hear nothing but great feedback from all of our partners, and of course, Socash, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. Shane, any interesting stories coming up lately? Anything new from that front? I know we've had the coffee cans, people bringing in those berry coffee cans, and some interesting stories over the years.
Yeah, so nothing specifically like that. The reoccurring theme that I can tell you every week is every day we have people come in with a bag full of like broken gold. They don't know what it is. We sort it out, figure it out, tell them a price. It's $3,500. It's $4,500. It's $1,900, and the look of bewilderment on their face when they realize that how the gold price, the price per ounce of gold, impacts what they consider to be junk laying around, the house, old wedding bands, whatever. It's like it adds up quick.
Yeah, that's great, man. All right, check them out, folks. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. You can find them online or in person there. And Shane, thanks so much. Appreciate you calling in, man.
Love it. Thanks. All
righty. Take care. All right. Yeah. Hey, another great show, and I really appreciate everybody supporting the show and all of our expert contributors. We have attorney Frank Miranda on the front end. Anything legal related, especially real estate and litigation, you want to talk to Frank Miranda. And we talk with Target Surveying there, Shane Socash. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another. Be a force for good in the community. And, just do something kind. Go out of your way to be friendly to people. It's the small things that can really make someone's life change, just a little short change there. A quick little change of attitude and, having that attitude of gratitude really means a lot out there. Stop by our website, consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors. Follow us online. We'd love to connect with you at Brandon Rimes1 at CQB Show. And please check out our YouTube channel. Lots of views there. We're up 800% on our YouTube views. consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rimes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.